It was a chilly morning in a quiet suburban town. The fluorescent lights of the grocery store flickered as people rushed in and out, grabbing their essentials before heading to work. Among them was Emma, a single mother, clutching her little daughter Lily's hand. Her face was pale, her clothes worn out, but her eyes held a quiet determination. Inside, Emma picked up a small carton of milk, the only thing she had promised Lily that morning. "Just one glass before school, sweetheart," she whispered softly, smiling at her daughter though her heart was breaking. When she reached the counter, Emma's smile faded. She slid her crumpled bills across the register, only to hear the cashier say, "I'm sorry, ma'am, you're short by $2. Her face flushed with embarrassment. Behind her, people shifted impatiently in line. Lily tugged her mother's sleeve, confused. Emma swallowed hard, picked up the carton of milk, and walked back toward the return shelf. She crouched down to her daughter's level, her voice trembling, "We'll get it another day, honey." That's when it happened. A man in a tailored suit, standing by the bakery section, had been watching. His name was Charles Beaumont, a millionaire real estate investor known in the city for his success, not for his compassion. People usually described him as cold, always buried in his phone, untouchable. But in that moment, something about the sight of a mother returning a simple carton of milk shook him. Charles stepped forward, his polished shoes echoing on the floor. "Excuse me," he said to the cashier, pulling out his black leather wallet. "Ring it up. And add a week's worth of groceries for her." Emma froze, stunned. "No, please, sir, I can't accept that," she whispered, clutching Lily tightly. But Charles simply nodded, his expression unreadable. "It's already done." The cashier, wide-eyed, bagged fresh bread, fruits, vegetables, and cartons of milk. Emma's eyes welled up with tears as Lily clapped her hands in delight. "Mommy, look, we get to take it home." But this was only the beginning. As they walked outside, Charles followed. "Do you live nearby?" he asked gently. Emma hesitated. "Yes, a few blocks down." Something about the way she said it caught his attention. Without explaining, he offered them a ride in his sleek black Mercedes. She resisted at first, but when Lily's small voice said, "Mommy, please," she agreed. The drive was silent until Charles pulled up in front of a small, run-down apartment building. He looked at the cracked walls and broken windows, then at Emma, who lowered her gaze in embarrassment. And then came the twist. Charles didn't just help her carry the groceries upstairs. When he stepped into her tiny apartment, he froze. On the wall was a framed photograph, an old charity gala from nearly a decade ago. In the picture stood a younger Emma, smiling brightly, standing beside her late husband and Charles himself. Emma gasped when she noticed his stare. You knew Michael?" she whispered. Charles's throat tightened. Michael had been one of his closest friends in college, a man who had always spoken of his wife and little girl. But Charles hadn't known Michael had died suddenly in a car accident years later, leaving Emma and Lily behind. The millionaire turned away, his eyes moist. In that instant, the milk, the groceries, the act of kindness, it all felt like fate pulling him to the doorstep of someone he should have never lost sight of. Emma wiped her eyes. "I didn't want anyone's pity. I just wanted to raise Lily the best I could." Charles looked at the little girl, Michael's daughter, and felt something shift inside him. And what he did next would leave everyone speechless.